training's been getting a little hectic lately, but I made some time this weekend for a few of my favorite things like book shopping, thrifting, good food, and hanging out with Justin. Hi, I am Nish. Welcome to my vlog where I share glimpses of my life as I train for a triathlon, read great stories, and romanticize the little things in life. So I just got back from my long run. I ran for an hour, 10 minutes. I didn't really feel like filming, so I didn't. Just take my word for it, I did run. But my training for today is not over yet. I do have a swim session left. And in fact, right now, after filming this, I'm gonna have a quick snack, freshen up, and then head to the swimming pool. But then after that, so today actually, the weather is very cozy. It's an overcast day, the sun isn't out, it's colder today, and that means it's a perfect day for all sorts of cozy activities. And so I was thinking at some point I'm gonna head to the bookstore. There are a few books on my list that I want to buy. These are the books that I'm hoping to read over the next few weeks, so I thought I'll just prep for them ahead of time. And I like going to the bookstore. I like the energy at a bookstore. And after that, I've actually ordered a side table for my reading area to put near my chair, my reading chair. So right now the situation is such that there's no side table next to the reading chair, and that's why I have like all my books scattered across the floor. I usually read multiple books at a time, and so they're all like scattered across the floor right now, and I kind of don't like that situation. So in order to address that, I ordered a side table which is arriving today. Hopefully it'll look good. So at some point I'm gonna put that together, and I'm pretty excited about it. The reading area is really coming together. A couple weeks ago, I got a reading lamp for that area, and then we kind of got like a ladder for decoration and so for decor. And now I'm gonna add a side table, and I think it's really gonna bring that whole corner together. So that's my plan for today. After my swim, I am gonna make my day as cozy and relaxing as possible. I mean, the weather's doing its thing. It's already given me the backdrop for a cozy day. Now all I have to do is get into comfy clothes and just make it a whole thing, you know? The weather's doing its thing, and so now it's my turn. Anyway, enough chatting. I'm gonna get a quick snack. I'm probably just gonna finish my electrolytes. I have some left here, and then I'm gonna have a couple dates and then head to the pool. I'm done with my swim. I had some lunch, and then I spent some time reading the new book that I picked up today. I'm 50 pages into that book. The reason I'm sitting in the car, by the way, is because I'm on my way to the bookstore. However, I did want to stop by real quick and chat about the book that I'm reading before I continue with my journey. So anyway, I am reading The Wedding People right now. I'm 50 pages into this book. So in the story, we follow Phoebe, who's super depressed, and she goes to this super expensive hotel where you have to pay like $800 a night for a hotel room. She ends up going to the seaside hotel looking for some solitude, looking for some quiet time. And when she gets there, she realizes that she's the only guest at this hotel who's not there for a wedding. So there's this wedding going on at this hotel over the course of the next 6 days, and all the guests staying at the hotel are there for the wedding, with the exception of Phoebe, of course. So suddenly now when she was looking for some quiet time, she finds herself surrounded by all these people who are there to celebrate love, who are happy, who are there for like a vacation to celebrate the people they love, but she's there for some completely different set of reasons. And there's this like scene in the book where she has this conversation with the bride on the elevator, and during this conversation, Phoebe tells the bride that she means for this day, today, to be her last day on this planet. and that freaks Phoebe out because it's her wedding week, and of course she has thought about every little detail pertaining to her wedding. She wants this to be the best day of her life or the best week of her life, but here there is someone else, a stranger at this hotel, who has completely different plans. So this story is about connecting people with at the most unexpected time, in the most unexpected ways. It is about redefining yourself or restarting your life in the most unexpected place. It's about love, it's about loss. So I think it's going to be an interesting read. So far it's just setting the stage. Now we know why Phoebe is depressed, what happened in her past that led to her being in the position that she is in her life right now. So yeah, that's all I know. That's where I'm at with the book. I'm gonna keep reading. Plan is I'm gonna go to the bookstore. They have a cafe there. After I'm done browsing for books, I may or may not sit at the cafe for a little while, maybe get a hot chocolate and read. I haven't made up my mind yet on that. It does sound nice because, especially because of the gloomy weather out there. But let's see. Let's see how I'm feeling after I have bought books or after I'm done at the bookstore. I like this copy. I'll buy it at some point. I'm not actually reading any Stephen King right now, but at some point I do want to read Stephen King, and when I do, I will buy that book. All right, so it's Sunday. I just wanted to come in here and do a little check-in. Yesterday at the bookstore, I bought 4 books and a couple bookmarks. I'll show them to you at a later point, but I had a good time. I did end up getting some hot chocolate at the cafe, and I read there for a little while, which was pretty nice. And as for an update on the wedding people, I am done with 150 pages. So this book is like, it has like 360 pages or something, and I am through I read the first 150 pages, and I'm really liking the book. This is set in a very specific location, so there's not a lot of change in the scenery. It's all happening within the confines of a hotel and also around the area, kind of when they go out on a sailboat and stuff like that. But I am enjoying the book. I am liking the conversations that are taking place. Now we've reached a point in the book where the bride and and Phoebe have become friends, and the bride has invited Phoebe to spend some time with the wedding party. I don't know if it's this book or if I'm just in a mood to read something this weekend, but I've been unable to put down this book. Like last night I kept reading until I was like, okay, I cannot read anymore, I'm really sleepy. And this morning when I woke up, the first thing I did is picked up the book and started reading. And I don't know what it is, but either way, it's working for me. I'm having a great time. So now, right now, actually, I'm gonna make some. It's still the weather's still pretty gloomy. I'm gonna make some chocolate mousse. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I bought the ingredients like last week, but I never ended up making it. I didn't have time during the week, so I thought maybe I'll do that right now. So I'm gonna go make some chocolate mousse, and I do have the wedding people. I found it on Spotify, so I'm gonna listen to a couple chapters on Spotify while I make the mousse, and then once I am done, I'll go back to reading from the book. Okay, so the chocolate mousse that I make is very simple. It doesn't require a lot of ingredients. So it requires heavy whipping cream. And then, of course, you need some cocoa powder. And then we try to avoid sugar as much as we can. So I use stevia, but you can use normal sugar or any other kind of sweetener. And then I also use vanilla extract. This is optional, but since I have it, I'm going to put it in my mousse. The main thing that you need to make this is an electric hand mixer, something like that. But without an electric hand mixer, it becomes really hard to whip the heavy whipping cream, and it will take forever. I don't think I've ever successfully done it without an electric hand mixer. It takes like, I guess, 10 minutes. I'll probably time myself, but once it is ready, I put it in like small glasses and I leave it in a refrigerator for a couple hours to set, and then it's ready to eat. So that's it. It's pretty easy. Okay, let's go make it now. So I don't usually put the entire thing of milk right in here because it does take a long time to whip. So what I do is I put a little bit, I whip, and then I keep adding over time. I feel like that just makes the process a whole lot faster than what it would have been if I'd put this entire thing of whipping cream in the bowl. I need to clean my freaking mirrors, but that's my outfit. This is volume 1 through, is that 13? Through 18 of Hardy Boys. And it's from the year 1960s. That is so cool. What are we having for dinner?
Poke bowls.
Nice.
You want to list out all the ingredients, babe?
How about you do it, since you're the chef?
All right. We have white rice. Mm-hmm. Nish has tomatoes in hers. We have pomegranate. We have avocado. We have ahi tuna. Mm-hmm. I think onion crab mix.
Crab mix and some cucumber for me. Some serrano peppers.
Yeah.
Looks nice. Yum. Can you show the mousse? Oh, that looks pretty nice. It's set, right?
It's good.
All right, you already had one before, didn't you?
Yes, this is my second mousse. Vegan, not vegan.
It's not vegan, but it's
Keto.
sugar-free. It's keto,
Keto, yeah.
yeah. Is it good? Yeah?
Very good. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, of course. So, as you saw, we visited a bunch of vintage stores today, just for fun, with no agenda. Just honestly, just check it out, walk around. It's sometimes fun to do that. So these stores primarily have like vintage artifacts, bowls, cups, you name it, and they have it. They also have a lot of like vintage or like used clothes and stuff. We didn't really shop for much apart from one dress that I bought. I'll show it to you in a minute. It's kind of like loose fitting. I cannot really put it on without getting it altered. I need to take it to a tailor and get it altered or maybe figure it out myself. But I'll show you the dress. So it's a cute yellow summer dress. At least I thought it would be a nice summer dress to wear this summer. Like I said, it has pockets, by the way, which is fantastic. That is amazing. Not a lot of dresses have pockets, as you guys know. So I was excited about the pockets. I will have to get it altered before I can put it on. But that's pretty much what we bought. And we just walked around, checked out a bunch of stores, got some coffee, which was fun. But I also bought, as you guys saw, I went to a bookstore this weekend and I bought 4 books and I wanted to like show them to you right now. I'm not really going to tell you guys what those books are about. I don't want to get into that right now. At least few of those books, I plan on reading them in one of the future vlogs. So I'll chat more about them in details at that point. When I made my spring TBR, I noticed that most of those books were litfic. So I guess that's what I am in the mood to read. So I bought 2 of the books from my list. The first one is My Brilliant Friend. I've had this book on my list for a very long time and I don't know what I was waiting for, but I finally picked it up. And this is a series. I don't know how many books in the series, but I don't know if I'm going to commit to the series, but I'm definitely going to read this one. And then I bought A Room with a View by E.M. Foster. This will not only count towards my litfic reading, but also towards a short book, as well as it's a classic. So there's that. And then I bought one fantasy book, Heavenly Bodies. No idea what this book is about. I bought this because I'm a part of this fantasy book club. I actually joined it last month. So that was my first meeting. And they meet once a month. And every month there's a new book that they read. For April, we'll be reading Heavenly Bodies. And then we meet first or second week of May to discuss this. So that's why I bought this. Now, the 4th book, it has been on my list, but it wasn't on my spring TBR, if you know what I mean. It was not on my shopping list for this weekend, but I bought it. And the reason I bought it is because when I went to get my hot chocolate at the cafe, at the bookstore, they had an offer, which was if you buy any item at the cafe, you can buy this book for additional $5. And that is even though I knew the end. This is a novella. I don't remember who, but someone had recommended this book to me a few months ago. And I had put it on my list at that time. I had checked it at the bookstore on one of my trips to the store, but it was like $15. Yeah, even here it's like $15. And at that time, I couldn't really justify spending $15 for a novella. I just wanted to like wait and buy it when I really mean to read it. And luckily now at the coffee shop, they were selling this for additional $5 in addition to what I paid for the hot chocolate. So of course I was not gonna pass on that opportunity. And that's why I bought that book. So 4 books. 3 out of these 4, actually maybe all 4 of them, I'll probably get done with all of these books by the end of the month. At least that's the plan. Like I said, I bought books that I specifically am craving right now, and I bought stories that I want to read right now. So these are not going to stay on my shelves forever. Okay, so as for The Wedding People, I have read around 240 pages of this book. I have another 100 and some change left, and I'll be finishing that today, hopefully. So I don't want to give a review or a check-in right now, other than the fact that I am enjoying the story so far. I like how this book kind of like goes into the backstories and the backgrounds of other characters as well, and not just the main character. So while the story is focused on the main character, they also take us through lives of some of the other characters in the stories as well, which is really nice. I do have some thoughts. I want to share more than what I just did about this book. But what I want to do is, I mean, there's just like 100 more pages left. So I want to finish reading this book, and then I'll do a final review and share my thoughts on why I like this book, or whether I like this book or not, and if anything stood out. So that's my plan for now. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but my side table arrived. The office slash reading room is a mess right now. There are books all over the floor. Putting this table together is really going to help organize things a little bit in this room. And at least the books that I'm reading, my laptop, I'll have a specific spot to keep all of them. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I will put it together later today, not right now. I think right now I'm just going to sit and read. But later in the evening, I will put the side table together, and I'm really hoping it looks nice, because I didn't really measure it, and the reading chair is kind of low, and I really hope this is not super high and it's like at a perfect height. I didn't take any measurements when I bought this. I just saw it, I liked it, so I ordered it. I really am not a fan of returning stuff. That takes a lot of effort. So I really hope I don't have to do that with this. All right, so Justin is going to build the side table for the office. Do you think it's going to be complicated?
I don't know. I've done a lot of complicated stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm up for the challenge.
How do you like it?
Chapter 19. Emma and Harriet had been walking together one morning. Jane Austen,